Hi, Miss Tidwell's first graders. Teaching Time with Miss Tidwell, last edition for this year. A little sad, but no tears. I want to read a story for you, and then I'm going to talk to you for just a couple minutes, and then I'll say our goodbyes. So a book I want to share today is one that I think will be a great time to end with. It is one of my favorites. It is called The Princess and the Pig. It's funny. Okay, so I'm just going to start with that. It's really funny. The Princess and the Pig, and it's by Jonathan Emmett and Polly Bernatene. Now, boys don't say, oh, I don't want to watch. It's a girl story. Just watch. It's hilarious. The Princess and the Pig. The Princess and the Pig. The Princess and the Pig. Not that long ago, in a kingdom not far from here, a farmer was traveling home from the market with a cartload of straw. The farmer was so poor that he didn't have a horse and had to pull his own cart. In the back of the cart lay a tiny pink piglet. Nobody wanted to buy the piglet at the market, but the farmer had taken pity on it. I'll call you Pignella, he decided, as this seemed like a good name for a pig. It was a hot day, and the farmer stopped to rest in the shade of a great castle. Far, far above him, on a high balcony, a queen was inspecting her new baby daughter. The queen was so rich that she had 7 nannies and didn't have to look after her own child. The queen picked up the baby out of her cradle and held her at arm's length. I'll call it Priscilla, she decided, as this seemed like a good name for a princess. A moment later, a wet, squelching noise came from the baby's diaper, closely followed by an awful smell. Yuck! Shrieked the queen, dropping the baby and running off to find the royal nannies. She left so quickly that she didn't notice she had dropped the baby over the edge of the balcony. Oh my goodness, how terrible. How absolutely terrible. Down, down, down went the baby into the farmer's cart. Up, up, up flew the piglet into the princess's cradle. Can you think about what might happen if the baby was up and dropped right in where the pig had been? The pig goes up to where the baby princess had. When the queen returned and found the piglet lying where the baby should have been, she let out an even louder shriek and fainted into the nanny's arms. Oh my! The king thought he knew what had happened. A bad fairy has done this, he explained. The fairy wasn't invited to the princess's christening, so she's turned the baby into a piglet to get her revenge. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books. He's showing the picture of Sleeping Beauty, a book of Sleeping Beauty. And here's the nannies fanning the mother. Meanwhile, the farmer had returned home and was surprised to discover a baby girl lying where the piglet should have been. The farmer's wife thought she knew what had happened. "A good fairy has done this," she explained. "The fairy knew how poor and honest we are and how badly we wanted a child, so she turned the piglet into a baby. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books." And she's holding her book. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Thumbelina. So they each think that the one thing had turned into another. And so without a second thought, the baby became Pigmella, the farmer's daughter. And the piglet became Priscilla, the royal princess. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at the face again. It wasn't long before Pigmella was able to eat, walk, get dressed all by herself, and the farmer and his wife soon forgot that she had ever been a pig. Things were not so easy for Priscilla. Trying to eat, running around all over the place. The nannies are holding the dress and the pig is bare. But the king and queen never let anyone forget that she was really a princess. As Pigmella grew older, she grew smarter and beautiful and was admired by everyone she met. As Priscilla grew older, she grew not so smart and not so beautiful and was avoided by everyone she met. Then one day the farmer's wife overheard some of the castle servants talking about the princess who had turned into a pig. "It's just like what happened to Pigmella," she told her husband, "only the other way around." The farmer soon guessed what had happened. The princess and the pig must have swapped places somehow, he explained. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books. And he is holding the book, The Prince and the Pauper. The poor farmer and his wife were very unhappy. They loved Pigmella, but they knew they must return her to her rightful home. Aw, tears, sad, thinking about their poor, sweet Pigmella. Pigmella was also unhappy. She loved the farmer and his wife and did not want to live with anyone else. But they were an honest family, so the next day they all went to the castle to see the king and queen. The king and queen listened to the farmer's story. Look, there's even the pig, Priscilla, sitting on the throne with them. Think what you might guess would happen next. But they didn't believe it. "What nonsense!" cried the queen. "Ridiculous!" the king laughed. "This girl may be smart and beautiful, but she does not look or speak like a real princess." Because I'm looking at each other. The queen thought she knew what was happening. "It's a trick," she declared. "This girl is just a farmer's daughter, pretending to be a princess so that she can marry a prince. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books." She's holding the book, Puss in Boots. Ah, I know Puss in Boots from Shrek. And so Pigmella returned home with the farmer and his wife, where she married a young shepherd and lived happily ever after, and never once wished that she'd been a princess. And Priscilla also got married to a handsome prince, although he had to be talked into it. Priscilla was changed into a pig by a bad fairy, the king explained. But once you kiss her, the spell will be broken, and she will turn back into a beautiful princess, added the queen. It's the sort of thing that happens all the time in books, they assured him. Here they are. They're talking to, there's king and queen holding what book? The Frog Prince, as they're talking to the prince. But unfortunately for the prince, see Priscilla, the pig in a bride's dress. But unfortunately for the prince, it's not the sort of thing that happens in this particular book. The end. Look at the ending there. He's got the lip prints all over his face. He thought that she would turn into a beautiful princess, and she didn't. Oh my. How funny. All right. I hope you liked it. I like that story. I think it's so funny. It's so funny. Anyway, so my friends, today is the last video I will share with you. You get to enjoy your summer. Today is teacher's official last day ourselves. So I thought it'd be a great way to end the day to send a little video to you. I love you all very much. I hate that I'm not right here with you and we're not all together getting to share hugs and smiles and laughing and getting to do those last things that we wanted to do. It happened and it stinks really bad, but I'll get to see you next year when you guys are second graders, and I'll have to get lots of extra hugs and double hugs and triple hugs because I didn't get to get them today. You've done a great job working, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of all the things that you've done, and you've done it right here with a little bit of help from me, but a lot of help from your moms and dads. So make sure after you finish listening to the video, you give your moms, your dads, your grandmamas, your aunties, your sitters, your tutors, give them big hugs and tell them thank you, thank you, thank you for all that they helped you with. I miss you, I love you, and I can't wait to see you again. Hopefully it's going to be really soon. I'm proud of you. Congratulations, first graders. Take your bow, and when you stand back up from your bow, get ready, second grade. All right, have a great summer. Peace out.